Hey guys, I'm Rich from NeoWin, and today we're unboxing the Lenovo Smart Clock Essential. So, this is an interesting product. Like, a lot of times I start off these videos saying, like, I'm excited about this one because, like, I'm not excited about this one. Not because I don't like it. I love the product, and that's why I'm actually reviewing it. Because I have a Lenovo Smart Clock. This is called the Lenovo Smart Clock Essential because it's basically a lesser version of the smart clock. And so I love the smart clock, so I want to check this one out. I can't say I'm excited about it because it doesn't actually do anything that the one I have doesn't do. So that's fine. It's a cool product. And the selling point is that it's $50. That's it. It's not, unlike what we got from the smart clock, this isn't quite a smart display. This is more of a Google Assistant speaker with a clock on it. All right. Whereas, like Lenovo has sent me several Google Assistant products, and the thing is, I'm not big on Google Assistant, Alexa, stuff like that. Smart speakers. I hate the idea of smart speakers. What I love is the idea of two-in-ones. And Lenovo sent me several of those, which I think are awesome. Like they sent me the Smart Display a while back, it's a 10-inch display, Google Assistant. And then, of course, you could say, like, hey, Google, what's the weather today? And it'll show you a forecast and stuff, or you can ask it to play YouTube videos. But what's really cool is that when you're not using it, it can show you your Google Photos album, stuff like that. So it acts as a digital photo frame. Another thing that they sent me was a tablet that docks inside of a speaker. When it docks, it's an Alexa smart speaker or a smart display. And then when you can just pull it out of the dock, and then it's a tablet that you could use in your living room, stuff like that. So if you have something like that, why would you get an Echo smart speaker that just takes up space? But I like these two-in-one concepts. So getting back to the smart clock, that was one thing that I really liked about the smart clock. It was basically a 4-inch smart display. And it sits in your bedroom like an alarm clock, but it's a Google Assistant speaker as well. And so this is more the speaker rather than the display. It's an LED display, and I'm gonna have to use a knife to get it open because there's none of those little tabs around. So let's see if I could do this. All right. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this because it's not a complicated product. It's not like there's really so much to talk about with it. It's actually pretty simple. And if you're familiar with Google Assistant, then you know what to expect and what kind of questions you could ask it, commands. You could control your smart home stuff. So maybe when you wake up in the morning, you might say to it, hey, Google, turn on the lights, and then it'll turn on the lights in your room. Stuff like that. Or you can actually set routines where you can set an alarm and the lights will automatically turn on. There's all Google Assistant has become very powerful as they've continued to improve it over the years. Okay, so here we have it. The design is extremely similar to the smart display that we already saw, although the front has curved glass, which it didn't have before. But that same gray cloth, body is what we had on the other one. So also we should have a power cable in here. That's it. That's pretty much all you're gonna find, isn't it? There's some paperwork. We don't need any paperwork, do we? We don't need paperwork. For a device like this, you might want to open up that paperwork for a setup guide. I don't know. But if you, I don't know, it might just be on the box because really the setup instructions are quite simple. Go to your phone's app store on iOS or Android, download Google Home, open it, and then start from there. You're going to have to say you need to, and then plug this in, and the two will probably find each other. If not, you say add device. Power cable. It's pretty long. It's annoying to me that it's not using USB. I would much rather have seen this be a USB Type-C cable or something like that, because then, this cable is long enough, But at the same time, if you want something longer, you would be able to get something longer rather than just having to use Lenovo's cable.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
All right, so yeah, those are your instructions. It literally just says, "Hi, I'm your Google Assistant," and to get started, download Google Home on your phone or tablet. So I've got that here. I've actually never used it on the. It's funny. I use Google Wi-Fi, Google Nest Wi-Fi, I should say. I have that smart display. I have a smart clock. I have several Google Assistant devices just around the house, and I don't manage them in these apps much. Like I just set them up and that's it. So it says Google Assistant speaker found. You notice there's some colored lights up top, but notice the type of display this is. This is a regular LED display. This is not it's not an LCD. It can't show your pictures on there. It's not a smart display. So that's why like it says connecting to Google Assistant speaker. I don't know if it would actually say connecting to Google Assistant smart display if it was something else, but it's just worth noting what this is, and more importantly what it isn't, because I don't want you to go out this is probably a worthwhile thing to buy for $50, but if you buy it, I want you to know what you're buying, because I don't. If you want that smart display functionality, you can spend, I think it's $30 more, and you could get that smart clock that I have in the other room. Did you hear a sound? Yes. Help improve? Yes. Why not? We're gonna say that's in the bedroom, and if it was smart, they would just say, "Wait, don't you already have a smart clock in your bedroom? What the hell, man?" So it's connecting to Wi-Fi. It's pretty easy to set up. If you've never done this before, you've never set up a Google Assistant product, you get that Home app, and then it guides you through the process. It's very easy. And it's connected to Wi-Fi before using your Google Assistant. It's easy. It can be a little time consuming. A lot of companies are not very good at out of box experience. It's like there are way too many screens here. Yes, Google Assistant. That's the worst. When it says your assistant can already recognize your voice, and there's no button to continue. And now you just gotta wait for Google to decide it's ready for you to proceed to the next screen.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant.
There's that now.
To learn a few things.
Hey, I'm your Google Assistant. I'm here to help. That's a lot like Cortana. Anyway. So this is the kind of screen that you're gonna see. It's not customizable like that. It's not a touch screen. It's just a clock, and it tells you the temperature outside. Yeah, it just had me link default music service. I used Amazon Music Unlimited, but that's not an option, obviously. I use Spotify because I think I'm on a 3-month plan that some company gave me. Anyway, but then it asked me if I want to link streaming video services like Sling TV, Netflix, Hulu. I'm like, what am I going to do with Netflix and Hulu on here? But I don't know. Maybe that just applies to my whole account. So, yeah, you can see what this is. Hey, Google, tell me a joke. That's going to do it.
What do you call a shoe made out of a banana? A slipper.
I like how it has that little woo 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 at the end. Nice. That's pretty cool. That was fun. So yeah, that's the Smart Clock Essential. I can tell you some of the things that Google Assistant can do. Smart speakers, though, they're not a new product. They're like, you have Google Assistant on your phone if you use Android. It's everywhere. A lot of people have an Echo or a Google Assistant type of Google Home, whatever. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I really wanted to show off the hardware because that's the thing that's a little bit different here. You get to save some money because it's a smart speaker that's built into a clock. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty cool. I should have a review in a couple weeks. You know what? I'll actually probably end up deciding if it's worth doing a full review or not, because we pretty much covered everything right here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But so stay tuned, guys. There's always more to come. I'm Rich from NeoWin. Have a great night.